Not a single thing. The longer I remain here, alone in my room, left with only my pain to keep me company, a firm resolve grows within me. Life isn't created for the weak. I will protect myself at all costs and do what others before me have done to defend themselves from the world. I will take from life before life ever has the opportunity to take from me again. As I turn away from the window, an idea begins to take shape in my head. My determination grows. Yes, every story starts with love, but it ends with loss. A smile curves my lips upward. It will never be my loss again. Chapter 1. Natalie, 1919. I don't consider myself to be bold. Boldness belongs to very few. Courageous people are the ones that can change the world and shape history. They consider any opportunity to be a thrilling sport and smile in the face of danger. I prefer to err on the side of caution so I don't risk getting hurt. And as for opportunities, when they come my way, I weigh the good and bad for so long that the chance is long past gone before I ever make up my mind. But today, I have no choice but to be bold. It's a heady feeling that makes my blood tingle. Every breath I take is as shaky as my hands. If I whispered my intentions to my sister-in-law, Serene, the boldest person I know, she would either nod, her eyes glimmering in approval, or check my forehead and ask if I've fallen ill. And that is when you know you're committing a bold act. With a deep exhale, I give the church one last look, grab the handle of my valise with one hand and the hem of my dress with the other, and walk up the steps. The wedding began 15 minutes ago. By now, the wedding party has made its way down the aisle. So has the beautiful bride. I'm confident she's nervous, yet all too happily standing beside her future husband. The priest will talk about the sanctity of marriage and read scripture. At least, that is what happened at my wedding to Oliver. The double doors are unlocked, but if the people on the other side knew my intention, knew my plans, I wager they would have locked me out. Loudly, they creak open. The foyer hasn't changed in the slightest since I wed here. Just the smallest of nostalgia sweeps over me as I look around. I remember how anxious I was before the ceremony began, but I think, deep down, I knew I was making the biggest mistake of my life. I place my valise in the vestibule, then quietly step into the church. The beautiful space seems large and more imposing than I remember. The Corinthian arcades arch high above the pews, reaching toward the vaulted ceilings. Light pours in through the tiered windows onto the aisle. It seems impossibly long and leads directly toward a woman in a vision of white. She faces a man with rich dark hair that can only belong to Asa. My stomach clenches into a tight ball. I haven't seen him in years. He looks so handsome in his tuxedo and white waistcoat. I can only view his profile, but I can see his austere expression as he stares down at his future bride. I stop myself from crying out, from reaching out for him. It is the priest's next words that capture my attention. Should anyone here present know of any reason that this couple should not be joined in holy matrimony, speak now or forever hold your peace. Wait! I shout. My voice echoes around me, bounces off the high ceilings. I hear gasps around me, and pews creak as people turn and look at me. The priest lifts his head from the Bible clasped between his hands. Slowly.